Okay, it's another beautiful day to have another great conversation with another wonderful person. Um, I'm glad and excited to have this conversation with someone I've known over the years for quite a while, right from the days of our writing till now that we are now running different businesses. We've evolved over the years. We've published books. She's an author, and she's running a business, building a business now that is helping and transforming the lives of many people. Agogo, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Don. It's a privilege to be here tonight.
Fantastic. Okay, guys. Good evening to you anywhere you are tuning in from tuning in from Nigeria. And if you're not in Nigeria, good morning or good night or whichever that you guys where you guys are at the moment. Okay, so this evening we are going to, or during this live stream, we're going to be looking at how to access limitless funds for your business. If you're running a business, you'll agree with me that funds are very important. Funds for your business are very important. All right, how do you access funds for your business, for starting, for expansion, for doing projects? I mean, because we know as we are building our businesses, projects will come up and we need to execute those projects. So how do you assess funds? I mean, and when Agogo said that we are going to be looking at limitless funds, I'm like, okay, limitless means there's no limit. It means I don't know. It can be $10,000. It can be $1 million. It can be I don't know $1 billion. I don't know. She's going to tell us. Okay, so if you're joining us this for this live stream, please let us know where you are tuning in from. I want you to do three things for me, or three things for us. Let's know where you're tuning in from, and then let us also um, share the live stream. All right, share the live stream. There's a button beneath the screen, this TV screen. So just tap and share the live stream to your timeline. And thirdly, go invite your friends. Invite your friends, tag them, 20 of them, 30 of them to be part of this live stream so that together we can learn how to access limitless funds for our businesses. Okay. Having done that, Gogo is going to take over now. She's going to introduce herself and then dive straight into the topic of the day for the next 30 to 45 minutes on how to access limitless funds for your business. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Gogo, over to you now.
Okay, thank you very much, Don. It's a privilege to be here, and I'm glad to um, be on this live with you all. Quickly, I want to appreciate the Don. We've known for a very long time, and it's another opportunity to be here to share my ideologies and my experiences with every one of you. I run a financial inclusion agency, which is known as Rago International Services. And in that agency, what we do is to ensure, please.
I don't know if hello, hello, can you hear me? I think calls coming into your phone will
Okay,
stop.
I think I'm here. Are you still with me?
Yeah, if calls
Can
are
you hear
coming
me,
into your
please?
phone, I think calls are coming into your phone. They will interrupt your network. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. We are hearing you.
Don, Don, can they hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. We can. Go ahead.
Okay, beautiful. Let me continue. Okay, so I was saying that I run a financial inclusion agency, and what we do there is to ensure that everyone, especially business owners, irrespective of your business net worth, your company size, we ensure that you have access to funds. Because what's the point having an idea, a business idea, if you will not be able to utilize it by bringing it to the public, by bringing it to actualization. You know, we all have dreams of becoming entrepreneurs. Personally, I am an entrepreneur, and I'm a growing entrepreneur. And I understand how it feels for people to want to achieve a particular aim or get to a certain level in their business, and then suddenly they are struck with the sudden reality that their funds will not be able to actualize the dreams that they want to achieve. So that was the driving force for setting up the Financial Inclusion Agency. Because personally, I have been able to benefit from funds to do a lot of things that I'm doing currently. For example, I'm doing my PhD program, which is sponsored by World Bank, and that is funding. Today, while I was in the office, I'm at home right now. While I was in the office, someone came to the office, and while we were talking, he asked me how I got to I was able to afford my fees in the particular institute where I'm running my PhD program. And I said to him, he said, wow, that's very expensive. How could you afford that? I said, well, so what am I trying to say? I'm trying to make you understand that I'm actualizing my dream because I had access to the funds I need to do that. Personally, I may not be able to pay for it even if I had the funds to do it. So this is what a lot of business owners struggle to do today. You have big dreams, you want to open that fashion house, you want to own a good cosmetic place, you have different dreams to do for your business, but then you have just little capital or no capital to actualize them. So when I say how to access limitless funds for your business, I'll be talking about 4 key ways you can access limitless funds for your business. And I can never underestimate the essence of personal savings. And I believe I started learning the importance of having personal savings when I was still a little child, when I was growing up. I was still in the secondary school. I think I was in my junior secondary school when I started having the mindset of saving. So I actually got that mindset when I needed funds to publish my first book that I wrote when I was 16 years, and I was struggling for funds to actualize that dream. Then I met with a family friend of mine, and he said to me, how much do you have already so that I can top it for you? Now there are some grants that business owners cannot access just because they do not have existing funds to get those grants. Now, there are some grants that you'll be required to show proof of existing business, statement of account that you have achieved a particular level before they can give you funds. A lot of you want to access the $10,000 grant, the $5,000 grant, the $1 million grant, but you do not want to go through what it takes to actually actualize these dreams. So I want to first of all start by emphasizing that for you to be able to access limited funding, you should be able to cultivate the habit of saving your personal funds, because it's even an habit that every business owner should imbibe, because if you do not know how to save, you will not be able to manage your company funds. So I want to start by saying you should learn how to save funds for yourself and spend just a little. Personally, I do not spend everything I have. And I learned something from my husband, and he said to me, he said, if you are earning ₦1,000,000, for example, live your life like someone who is earning 200,000 naira. Now that excess will be used to achieve your future dreams. So it is rather you suffer now, delay gratification, and achieve your dreams. What about if you are qualified, you have all it takes to acquire a grant in the future, and the only thing stopping you is because you do not have a certain amount of money to prove that you can get those grants? What about that? So that should be a major reason why you should focus on getting those funds in the first place. Another way you can get access to funds is through joining a cooperative society. Now, you can never, if you're a business owner, you're not a member of a cooperative society, then it's actually another red flag, because there are some grants that you can only access through cooperative membership. Because of my business type, I frequent Ministry of Commerce and Industry. I'm currently based in Port Harcourt, and I always go to the office, and I know what they do there. I know what they say. I know how it works. There are some grants that you can only get as a team. A team of 50, a team of 5, a team of 10. And it's only possible if you're a member of a cooperative society. So if you are not yet a member of a cooperative society, then you should try to be a member. Currently, I have my own cooperative society that I run, and as at today, we have 47 members already. That cooperative society, I launched it out June this year. June this year, because of the need that I saw while visiting the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. I launched my own cooperative society where I'm the president, and we have other cooperative members. Now, the cooperative society is really not my own, so let me not use the word my own, because a cooperative society is something that has to do with everyone. Everyone is a member, everyone have equal shareholding in the cooperative society, depending on your equity. So I personally went in 2014. I joined a cooperative society back then in Delta State. I'm from Delta State. I was in my final year in the university when someone told me about the cooperative society and the need for me to join. Before then, I was just implementing the personal savings lifestyle. I saved my funds on my own, and it really helped me a lot in my life. So I decided to join the cooperative society, and I was saving funds every month. In a cooperative society, you are obligated to save a certain amount of money, whether you like it or not, whether it is convenient or not. For example, which is also not too high. For example, in that my cooperative society, when we started in 2000, when I joined in 2014, we were asked to make a monthly commitment of 4,000 naira only. And this my cooperative society that we just launched, the monthly commitment you will be paying every month is just 5,000 naira monthly. Now, this may look like little amount of money, but if you keep that amount of money in your bank account, you will use it before you know it. But if you keep it and you accumulate it, you will see more money in your portfolio. And cooperative society is a place where you can have funds that can be inherited by your next of kin. So it's not something that you will die and leave your money for anyone. Just imagine, if you can do your calculation, imagine me saving 5,000 naira from 2014 to 2023. Even if I did not do any other, I did not increase my amount. Although at a point I did 100,000 naira monthly in those contributions. And what did that do for me? When I needed funds in 2018 to boost my business, and I did not have funds, I had to go to the cooperative society and I asked them for money. And one of the laws of the cooperative society, which is still implemented in the cooperative society we just launched this June, is you are eligible for 3 times 3 of the total amount you have in the cooperative society. For example, if your total capital or equity with the cooperative society is 200,000 naira, you can get a loan of up to 600,000 naira. So the problem with a lot of people, business people, of how to get funds for their business is because they do not have access to the right information in time to prepare themselves ahead for sudden occurrences in business. Just imagine having business is a place where we do not expect it to be all rosy. It's full of ups and downs. As an entrepreneur, you should be ready to face failure. You should plan for failure. You should plan for change. You should plan for. Imagine what happened during COVID. We should plan for situations like that. during the COVID, my business wasn't affected personally because I was running a chemical business as at that time, even till now. And you know what? People that had chemical shops were selling hand sanitizer chemicals and were making money. So for me, it was a peak season for me. But what about other business owners? What about other business owners? What happened to their funds? How were they able to survive? A lot of people could not pay their staff salaries anymore. They even shut down their businesses at that time. Now, a cooperative society is a place where you could go to at the end of the pandemic to get funds to resurrect your dying business again. If maybe you had a prior knowledge of joining one before that time. So that is for the cooperative society, and I'm going to go to the next where you can access limitless funds. Just imagine you having personal funds, also a member of a cooperative society. And then now let me explain again. You could also get loans. You could get loans. Loans can be accessed through microfinance banks, through commercial banks. But I want to explain to you because some people feel frustrated when they want to get loans from the bank. The reason why they are faced with those frustrations is because they do not meet the requirements. At Prago International Limited Services, we to do for them not to be rejected. And at the office, we can actually check your eligibility, evaluate your account, and see if you are eligible for a loan. So we save you the stress of going to the bank and getting a no answer. So we help you to ensure that you are able to get it or not. And if we do the eligibility check and it is not good enough, we will advise you on the ways you could improve on your personal account to get such loans. Now you can get loans from banks through different ways. Some banks do physical evaluation of your business place. So that's for only those who have an existing business. So they may not give you a loan. These are usually done by microfinance banks. They may not give you a loan if you are not a business owner. You must have an existing business for you to get the loan. So if maybe you are and you will likely have goods in stock, and that's what they will use to evaluate your account, your loan eligibility. So when you are looking for a 1 million naira loan, for example, and they come to check your shop and they see just few goods that are worth just 100,000 naira, they are likely going to give you something below the goods you have in your shop. For example, if your goods in your shop is worth 500,000 naira, you are likely going to get a loan that is around 200,000 naira. So they devalue the product, the goods in your shop to give you a loan. That's for those who have physical businesses. Now, but we have come to say that this shouldn't be the only way for people to get grants, because if this is the only way, then a lot of business owners or those that really want to start up their business would be frustrated and they may not get the capital they need to get the funds. So we go ahead of the masses, we go ahead of you to have negotiations with the microfinance banks and commercial banks on your behalf, and we tell them, please, is there a way we could bring down these policies? Is there a way we could reduce the terms and conditions to cover a lot of people? Even though we are very careful not to vouch or stand in for anyone that would default on those loans, we try as much as possible to carry everyone along, if not withstanding your business type or net worth. So we could actually have a session and get you to know your financial status. If you can get a loan through your bank activities, your cash flow. If your cash flow is not good enough, or probably you think that you are having a good cash flow, but you still don't get you are not eligible for any loan yet, we will tell you what you need to do so that when next we check, your eligibility test results will come out positive. So that's for the loans. I'm going to give some time for you to answer your questions, so please and keep it. Just note your questions while I am talking. And then for grants, we have grants for a lot of business people. Whether you are a career person, you are in the academia, or you are a business person, there are a lot of grants that are waiting for you to utilize. But the question is, are you ready to get that grant? Are you ready to take the grant that is open for you? Do you know what you need to do for you to get a grant? On Saturday, I was at an event where I was talking about entrepreneur, how to start up your business in today's Nigeria. And I mentioned to them that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to have what I call the entrepreneur's toolkit. One of the entrepreneur toolkit is, apart from your CAC certificate, you need to register your business, because there are some grants that you will not be able to access as a business owner if your business is not registered. Take, for example, I don't know if any of you have heard about the NGK's grant. I mentioned it at the last event I attended on Saturday, and a lot of them did not know that there was an ongoing grant in Nigeria called the NGK's grant. The NGK's grant, for example, gives between 250,000 naira to 750,000 naira to people. But then they did not give those whose businesses are not registered that 750,000 naira. Only those whose businesses are registered with a CAC certificate were eligible for that kind of loan. Grant, sorry, for that grant. So and one reason why your business should be registered is because if your business is not registered, you may not be able to get access to these grants. Or even if you have access to the grants with an unregistered business, which is a possibility, those who do not have registered business that we applied NGK's grant for, they got it. So I'm not discouraging. It's not a disadvantage. The only disadvantage, though, is that you may get a lower amount compared to those whose businesses are registered with the CAC. So if you want to access loans and grants for your business, even for loans, if you want to get higher amounts, you will not be able to get above 2 million naira without registering your business, without having a corporate account. At our office, the maximum amount of loan you can get is 2 million naira as an individual. So if you are going for a loan higher than 2 million naira, up to the tune of 200 million naira, you should be able to have a corporate account that you can run to show your cash flow. So the need for you to have a corporate account and registered business cannot be overemphasized. So for you to be able to access a business loan, you should register your business with CAC, or for this particular grant that is ongoing, the NGK's grant, you can also get a business place certificate. You can get it at the Ministry of Commerce, or we can also get it for you from our office. We do not charge any extra cost on that. It's the same amount they collect at the ministry that will charge our clients for that. So you will get the business place certificate. Is around 6,000 naira. That's what they collect at the ministry as well. Then the CAC certificate, we charge 20,000 naira for a normal business name registration. The limited liability, we charge 65,000 naira, and 120,000 naira for NGO and foundations. So you can register your business with us as well, and we'll help you to access the NGK's grant. The NGK's grant, currently now, people are receiving payments, so it's ongoing. You have nothing to worry about. The issue is a lot of people fear. They say, these grants, we apply, we don't get the money. The truth is that you are applying through the wrong sources. The wrong sources, what I mean by the wrong sources is that there are some people who apply for grants and then they abandon the grants. You will not go and you will not do follow-up. You will not check if you have been nominated and all. I've attended to clients who come to the office and say, these grants, we don't apply. And then I ask them, have you applied? Have you tried NGK's grant? And they say, yes, we have done it before. And I say, why did you not follow up? They say, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I say, okay, give me your phone number. I log into the site and I check. And then I'll find out that they have been nominated to upload their documents to be able to get the grants. But they left it like that. And they go about saying that grant does not work. This is not paying. Please, grant pays, grant works. It all depends on what you are doing and the kind of grants you are applying for. And please, I also want to make emphasis that not all grants are genuine. So you should not just go online and click on any random link you see or in the name of looking for grants. That is why we are here to evaluate for you the right kind of grants for your business. That aside, if you are in the academia, we have grants, a lot of grants that you can access. And there are some grants you may not be able to access as an individual. You are likely going to access the grant as a team of people. That collaboration is key in the academia. So if you are interested in accessing grants, you should be able to work with other people who are in your area, even though they are not in the same field of study or discipline. For example, I'm in the sciences. I could work with someone in another field just to get a grant, which we will do a research on, and it will be funded by the agency or the body, and we will work together as a team. Collaboration is key. So now, talking about academic grants, you need to get a grant proposal. You need to get a grant proposal. You need to know how to write a grant proposal. And if you do not know how to write it, you need to work with people who already know how to write it. And at Rago International Services, we also help people to put their grant proposal together in a way that will make it convincing enough for it to be funded. You know, not all grants applications will be approved. So if you do it the right way, based on experience, you will be able to get the right funding for your research program or even for your studies, depending on what you want. So that's for the grant. Another thing you also need, there are some grants you need to present a business plan, like the Tony Elumelu grant that is always ongoing. It's a $5,000 grant. You will need to get a business plan. Now, even if you have applied, you passed the test, the interview test, the online test, and you have been asked to take the training. After the training, you are asked to present a business plan, and you are lost. You do not know where to start from. And then, just because you do not have a business plan, you'll be deprived of that opportunity. What a waste of time and energy. So that is why it is very important that we should all learn how to write a good business plan for your business. And if you do not know how to write, or you do not have the ability to learn, you are not even interested in learning, probably because you do not have the time, you are very busy, you don't want to learn how to write a business plan, you could get one of our experts to write a business plan for your business that you could use for your grants application, your loan application, and all of that. You will agree with me that if you are a startup and you are seeking for funding from commercial banks or other companies, aside from the need of getting a collateral that you will drop, you will also tender a convincing, groundbreaking business plan for you to convince them that this business will be able to stand the test of time. So the need for grants, loans, and funding for your business can never be overemphasized. Look at Innocent Motors today. How did they come to this point they had? It was through loans. That's the truth. They got loan from the bank. They utilized the loan very well, and they used the money. They even paid the bank, and the bank was surprised at their fast return. And today, the loan is history. So a lot of people, they fear collecting loans. They say, beg me, I know they for this one. No, please. It is not something you should be scared about. Loan is a source of funding. And if you are scared of taking risk, Why are you an entrepreneur in the first place? So when I say you can access limitless funds, is because you will be exposed to diverse means of getting the funds. So if one does not work, the other one will work. Another way you can also get funds for your business is by associating with people who have the funds. For example, you could get soft loans from your friends. But please do not take advantage of that opportunity to collect and not pay back to them. You could meet your friends that you are sure that can give you some funds. I have a friend that always come to she have another friend, not me, please. She have a friend that she always go to for funds. The lady can give her up to 500,000 or 1 million naira to run her POS business. Now the woman give her that money because she understands that this is just a turnover business, it's for her POS business, and our funds will not be mismanaged because of trust. And please, if you are going to get funds from individuals to run your business, be sure that you are trustworthy and you are competent enough to keep to your words, to give those individuals back their funds. So if you have information on these diverse means to get to get funds to run your business, then your funding is limitless. So you are applying for a grant through this means, you are sourcing for a loan, you have your personal funds, you have a cooperative society to fall back to. Please, there is no way all these options one will not work at your critical moment in your business. So without wasting much time, I want to pause here and see if you have some questions on what I've said so far. Thank you very much. Mr. Nobis?
Yes, I'm here. Oh, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, good.
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. So I think there are a few questions here. Let me let me check, guys. So if you got questions, please ask her. Let's know. Okay. Somebody's asking. They're asking. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The screen is frozen. I don't know why. Hmm.
Please, can I see the questions?
Yeah, somebody's asking if they can join your own whether they can join your
Cooperative
own
society.
yes, your own corporate society.
Okay, I
Yes.
can see a Kuda your gold. You just
Yes.
asked, can I join yours?
Yes.
Okay, someone just asked now. Okay, please, yes, feel free to join mine. Distant members are allowed. We are on a WhatsApp group, but when you join, we will send you our bylaws so you can fit in. We have our monthly meetings every last Saturday of the month. And if we have the physical meeting at the office, we will report the proceedings of the meeting on Sunday, which is the next day, on the WhatsApp group, so that you will be able to see what is going on. And we ensure that transparency is our watchword in the cooperative society, and every financially committed member of the cooperative society will see what we do with the funds. And aside the fact that you will be raising funds to get to be able to start up your business, or to go ahead with your existing business, another advantage of joining the cooperative society is that you will be able to share in the dividends that we get from the returns on the investment in the cooperative. And also, since 2020, I have been running a, a contribution group. This one we call Akawo, but or Osusu. In my area, they call it Osusu. And where a group of people will come together and they will generate funds together and give to one person to start up their business. I've been doing that since 2020. Today is the last day of the month, and at the end of this live session, I'll be making some transfers to those who are collecting for the month. But we have gotten people, even those that are far and near, join the contribution group, and they have been committed. Nobody has defaulted, and it's also good. But starting from next year, what I shared with my team is that only registered members of the cooperative society will be able to have access to these contribution groups as from next year. So if you want to be a member, please feel free. Be rest assured that your funds are safe. Thank you. Any other question?
Yeah, there's another question here. Somebody is asking, give us information on the egg. I don't know, it's EGK grant. I don't know what that is.
NGK's grant. Okay, someone just asked. Let me answer based on the ones I can see. Someone asked, what is the name and address of your organization? The name is Rago International Limited, as you can see on the page. And I use an the address. The address of the business is also on the page. We are currently at number 20 Rumodumaya, number 20 Airport Road, Rumodumaya, just before that Ubiakwa Local Government Council. So that's our office address. Okay, someone asks here that NGK grants. Please, ma, we have dropped questions already. How can we access the NGK's grants, ma? I will want to join this later. You can use the phone number on the page and send us a direct message. The WhatsApp autoresponder will give you information on the NGK's grants. It will direct you to a link to join the main group where we share information on grants and scholarships. So you could just send a message through the phone number there, and we will answer you directly. Also, for the NGK's grants, please, to save our time on the live session, you should also use the button, the WhatsApp button on the page, and message us. We will be able to respond to that. Any other question, please? Okay. Okay, someone said, I want to join your Osusu group. Okay, the only way you can be a member of the Osusu group is first, you have to be a registered member of the cooperative society, and then you have a monthly financial commitment, which is a minimum of 5,000 naira monthly. It could be more, but not less than 5,000 naira monthly for a period of 6 months, so that we can build your trust. We can see your financial strength, build your trust, and we'll know the Osusu group that will place you. We have the 20,000 naira monthly, 50,000 naira monthly, 100,000 naira monthly, 200,000 naira monthly, and the 500,000 naira monthly contribution groups. So based on your financial strength, we will be able to put you in our next year contribution group. So it's actually not too late for you to join us. I will be glad to see you in the cooperative society. Neye blessing. Okay, let me quickly drop my phone number so that you can easily okay, this is the phone number you should message. Yes, please. So you can just send a message to the WhatsApp, and you will see all our services that we render there, and you can join anyone that you're interested in. So for you to stay updated on our grants and scholarships, I think you should be a member of that group, the group I titled Grants and Scholarship Group. And when you message on WhatsApp, it will tell you the main community. The autoresponder will tell you, join our main community. And then you click on the link, wait for admin approval to get you access to join the group. Okay, the only way you can get the link to join the group is when you send us a WhatsApp message. Please, just send us a WhatsApp message on that number that has been displayed on the chat. Okay. Okay. Do we have any more questions or comments? Do we have any other question or comments, please? Okay, you are asking how does one assess the amount? Please, that's a very good question. Okay, please note that aside from the 5,000 naira monthly commitment, yes, please, I'm explaining right now. Thank you, Blessing. Apart from the 5,000 naira monthly commitment, for you to be a member of the cooperative society, you need to register as a member and you make a payment of 5,000 naira to be a member. And that membership will give you a certificate, which will also be noted at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry that you are a member of this cooperative society, and it is for life. You can pass on your equity to any other person. Now, please, if you are no longer interested in being a member of the cooperative society, you can collect your money. The only thing is that you will send a notice through writing through the secretary, which will be read to the house that you no longer want to be a member of the cooperative society, and all your funds that you have saved in the cooperative society so far should be given back to you. Now we have funds, our sources of funds will be split into two categories. We have the funds that are used for saving purposes to help members who just want to save money and collect it for short-term use. Now, such funds can be withdrawn at any time. Even when you come to the cooperative meeting and you say, I need my money, we could give you a check to get the money from the bank on Monday. And if we have cash in the meeting, we have people that paid in cash, we could also give you cash. And then if you're a distant member, we can transfer your money to you within 48 hours of notifying us that you need your savings, please, only your savings. And then we also have another fund. We split your funds into two. You can tell us, please split my money to only savings. I don't want to do any long-term business with the cooperative, so that anytime I say give me my money, you give me my money. But please note, we have savings and we have working capital. The working capital cannot be withdrawn in 48 hours. The working capital is the money that we use for long-term investments, and that's the money we also give to members as loans. So you cannot wake up one day and say, give me my working capital, because it may not be in the cooperative account at the time you are requesting. It could be with another cooperative member who is using it to fund his or her business. So if you want to collect your working capital from the cooperative society, you will need to give us 6 months notice of your withdrawal. And the moment all your funds are withdrawn from the cooperative society, you cease to be a member of the cooperative society. And we'll also report at the ministry and will remove your name from our list of registered members, so that you will not use it against us tomorrow in the future. So when you no longer want to be a member, you send in your letter requesting for your funds, stating why you no longer want to be a member. We document it, we prepare your funds in 6 months, and we give you everything back. Thank you. Okay, I've mentioned the location. I could just type it again. Please, Nayeb Blessing, please, did I answer your question? Okay, you're asking if maybe you are withdrawing your savings. If you are withdrawing your savings for business, is there charges? No, we do not collect money for you. We do not charge you for putting your money with us. No, we will not charge you. Not at all. Okay, so if you have your savings with us and we actually pay you interest on saving with us. So if your savings is left in the account for a year during our annual general meeting, while we are giving those whose money were used for the working capital, we will also give you interest. So for those that have savings with us, what they get is interest, and those that have working capital with us, what they get is dividends. Now, if you split your funds into two, you will be able to get both dividends and interest at the same time on your funds. When I told you, I mentioned that I am a member of a cooperative society that I joined in 2014, and as apart from that 2018 I took my funds. I have not collected any money from there, and what they do is that they always give me back my dividend and interest. Every year I get my dividend and interest. Even if I'm not at the meeting, I will get a notification on my phone that this is your amount. And you also have shares. In cooperative society, we are obligated to invest on shares, and that shares will give you dividend. So we will also give you all of that you are due, as long as your funds are still with the cooperative. Okay, let me drop the address. Number 20 Airport Road, Rumo Dumaya, just opposite Ave Maria Market, the one they call Slaughter Market, by the Ubiakwa Local Government Council.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Agogo. Hello. Hmm. I don't know if he's having some issues. Let me get her back on the stream. Let me get her back on the stream. So sorry, guys. What so far? Yeah, she was frozen and then now she has gone. So I have to get her back. So, guys, please exercise some patience. She'll be back again. A little bit of an issue. So sorry. Yeah, network issues, guys. I don't know why she's finding it hard to come back again. She's finding it a little bit hard to come back. Okay, she says she's coming on. Please exercise some patience. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Joshua, for that. I'm grateful. That's what I live to do. All right, to bring in amazing individuals who can be a blessing. To people who are like, all right. And I'm grateful that you are happy about that. I don't know. She's trying to come back again, but she's finding it difficult to come back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm? Yeah, I've reached out to her and she's finding it difficult. Sorry, guys. Yeah, well, can you see me now?
Yes. Please, so sorry for the sudden interruption. Please, I'm so sorry. I think I've lost some persons, but please, I'm sincerely sorry about the interruption. Okay, I was trying to drop the address of the company address. So we're at number 20 Airport Road, Rumodumaya, just opposite Slaughter Market. They call it Ave Maria Market by the by Obiapo Local Government Council. So that's where you find our office. Okay, I think I posted it. Okay, that's the office address. That's where you find the office in case you want to come physically. Okay, someone's. Let me check for questions. Naya Blessing, I'm glad I've answered your question. Okay, please do my location and number. I've dropped the location and I've dropped the number. Okay, Naya, I'm glad I'm convinced in starting with you. I'll be glad to welcome you to the cooperative as well. Thank you. What if a member collects loan and run away? What do you do to recover the debt? Of course, we are not foolish people to just give funds to people without getting all these things in place. As a member of the cooperative, you cannot collect a loan and run away because this is what it is. Like I mentioned, as a member of the cooperative, you must have a working capital with us for a period of 6 months first before you will be eligible to get a loan. Now, if you have a total of 100,000 naira which you have saved in 6 months, that is the only way you can be eligible for a loan. If you have not saved up to a minimum of 100,000 naira, you cannot even come and ask for a loan in the first place. That is number one. Number two, if you are a member of the cooperative, and you require a loan, remember I mentioned that you get times three of the amount you have saved in the cooperative as your loan. Now, this is how it works. If you have 100,000 naira in the cooperative society, we will give you a loan of 300,000 naira, which is times three. Although it is also negotiable depending on the available funds we have at the time you are requesting for a loan. So please let this sink as well. Then if we want to give a member a loan, if we are giving you 300,000 naira, we have your 100,000 naira with us. That is our own guarantee on one part of the loan. Then we also require that you have members of the cooperative society who will guarantee that you will pay the loan as your guarantors. Now, the members of that cooperative society that will guarantee you that you will be able to pay the loan should not be at that time having an existing loan with the cooperative society. So if you have an existing loan with the cooperative society, you cannot guarantee another member because your own part, your own equity will be used to pay the loan should the person default. That's the for both you and the other guarantors. So in the end, the cooperative is not losing any money. So as a member of the cooperative, you need to know who you are vouching for. And the reason why we have a group, a WhatsApp group, is because so that we can interact with one another, so that we can know each other. At times like this, someone will be able to stand in for you and say, okay, I give this my funds for this member to be able to collect a loan. So we are very, very careful not to give out money without getting the money back. Although there are also times where with all these things put in place, members can default because of one situation or another. The only reason why a member may not be able to pay a loan and the cooperative will be at loss is if the member suddenly lose sanity. It's even on our bylaws. The cooperative department of Ministry of Commerce, they know this as well. It will be registered for us as a bad debt. If maybe a member of it and the member cease to be a member, you cease to be a member of the cooperative if you lose your sanity or may through debt. And at that point, your next of kin will be the one that will get the money, your equity. The person can decide to continue the cooperative or to write in on your behalf that you no longer want to be a member of the cooperative. So as you are registering, you will let us know who your next of kin is. So um that is for that. I think the Don is tired already. So sorry for the delay. I was actually trying to ensure that I keep to the time, and then network just started frustrating the live session. So I think I've answered all the questions. Those still asking for the phone number, I'll keep displaying it so that you will see. Okay. Asha, seriously, the Don sir, this is salvation to many. Thank you always bringing resourceful info to us. Yeah, that's what the Don is known for. I'm glad that you find this live session resourceful. Thank you. Okay, if there is no other question, if there is no other question, it was nice having you here, and thank you, the Don, for having me on this live.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Agogo. I'm grateful that we had this conversation. I know that guys have gotten quite some good value, and I feel that they are going to also be part of what it is that you're sharing. Thank you so much. And from me to everybody who tuned in for this live stream, um, thank you so much for tuning in. And please do share to as many individuals as possible so that they can also watch the replay of this live stream. Thank you. And do have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow again is another time with me for all the live streams and conversations with other amazing individuals. 12 noon and 6 p.m. in the evening. Stay tuned and God bless you, everyone. Good night.
All right, thank you. Good night.